Here we are. Happy Friday, Friday the 13th. Let me see if my volume is working okay today. That didn't seem to be. Well, it still isn't. Golly, I don't know. Oh well. Oh well. Not going. Uh, uh, maybe. Let me see. Uh, it works, huh? Well, see, Christian, I messed it up the other day. I just got this headset. I think it's called Manual or whatever. And it had a real deep stereo sound on the microphone. And last week I couldn't get my computer one to work. I think I had the wrong setting. So I just been adjusting all kinds of knobs on there. So, but when I unplug it, I should have been able to hear myself, but I can't. So something's still screwed up, I guess. How you doing? How's the back feeling? I'll come on here later. I'll look at that. Well, I accidentally fixed it yesterday, but let me see. Hello? Yeah, hello? Okay. Yeah, that works. That works. Morning, Craig. Christian. But I had a good stereo sound on here before. There he is.
What's happening?
The hazard. The hazard. Oh, you got your. Oh, that was me. Okay.
I can hear you this week.
Well, I got the headset on, but let me take it off. You can still hear me?
Oh, I don't know.
Huh?
I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, well then both of them worked. Then.
Yeah,
I don't know what I did, but
you
I
probably.
ruined my microphone. I had a deep warning stereo sound on the microphone part.
You had a
And
deep
by whatever
microphone.
I did, I messed that up a little bit.
So what are you doing today, man?
Man, I've been in here all day
Oh,
watching
hello, Viking. Craig, good to
watching,
see you, my friend.
watching videos and uh, figuring out what can go in my box. My boxes. I got. I think I'm going to take my cooler, my igloo cooler, the big one,
Uh huh.
and then I can fit that in a box. And then I'm going to.
Stuff in the cooler. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You should what? Let me see this. You should not hear yourself. No, I don't hear myself talk in the headset, but I want to so I can see how my voice sounds, whether it's too high or low. But no, that ain't what that's not what I'm talking about. When I was on there the other day, I was on there with I was on David's, matter of fact, and it sounded pretty good. You know, like from the radio, a DJ microphone had some good bass to it.
I don't know about you guys, but I hear myself talking in my head all the time.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Your only escape is when you
Let me tell you now.
get on these live streams, huh?
Somebody's talking in my head all the time.
Well, yeah. Now she's even closer than before.
Oh, well, yeah. I didn't mean her. I mean the ones that live in here.
Oh, there's another one. Okay.
Oh, there's a lot of people that live in up here.
Yeah, but I want to hear myself in there. You know, I want to get a microphone. Depends on the money thing, but I
You're
saw one on there for $43, like a condenser type. You can plug a headset into it, but I want to be able to hear it because if my hearing ain't that great, and when I elevate my voice, it might blow somebody else's eardrums out. Yeah, I don't talk to myself as often as I used to, just a little today. You know.
Man, I talk to myself all the time. My lips just don't move. Woo-hoo, you know. That's
Yeah.
what the psychiatrist said.
Hey, look at this. This must be something new.
What's that?
When no, never mind. I like how the names below us there,
Mm-hmm.
channel names, they come sliding instead of just being bam right there already.
Oh yeah, you must have.
You
Yeah,
notice that? I don't know if that's something new or what.
man, you're getting fancy. Fancy.
No, I didn't do nothing to that. It's probably a YouTube thing. I know when I was practicing the other day, testing the voice and God, what did I hear? Oh, you can see videos.
Yeah.
Your own stream without going to YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah. What purpose it serves, I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me.
Well, I'm on a heart monitor now. See, they put me on a new device.
Why?
I've been having little situations, so we thought we would. But the technology is really cool now. You know, they give you your own little remote phone that connects to all the stuff, and
So you had a pacemaker, didn't you? A defibrillator.
yes, I have a both combination.
So now you have both. You have one in you, and you have that thing.
Well, that's a monitor for 30 days.
Yeah, I did. Well, I did. They gave me mine. My cardiologist gave me mine for like 2 days, and it's 92, and the range is between 60 and 100. Well,
Yeah.
no matter how much I kept telling them, I wasn't comfortable with it. They kept telling me that's his. I said, well, fuck that. I talked to my regular doctor, and because the cardiologist thought it was my thyroid.
Yeah, we're just looking for abnormalities, bad things.
So yeah, well, you eat. What do you eat? You eat shit, don't you?
No, I eat food, man. My dog
No,
eats.
you eat, but you eat some stuff that ain't good for you.
Oh, well, sure, but it's not shit.
Well, Chinese crap.
Oh, oh, I think
I
you just
don't.
insulted a
Hey,
whole entire nation of people.
hey.
You're just insulting the whole
I
country of
I
China.
didn't. Not in the literal sense. As a matter of fact, I made a comment the other day, and I said, well, I was talking to these people ladies were having a live stream, and this guy, I said, well, the people in the West, they look at stuff different. They're not as friendly as the Asian countries are. We used to be like that. And the guy says, well, uh, I speak for 80%. I've been all over the world, 80% of the world, and I thank you not to talk about Westerners like that, something to that effect, And I was like, well, I'm only speaking from experience, and that's a fact,
Mhm.
and it's just in general terms. It's not, today, you see these woke fuckers, man, like this dude. You gotta tell them, hey, don't get your hairs up on the back of your
Absolutely.
neck here. But
I don't listen.
oh my God,
Just because somebody says something doesn't mean that everybody else in the entire world has to agree with it, should agree with it, or has to get their panties in a bunch because it's not
well,
what we think. Everybody
I,
needs to fly with a
I
grain of salt.
I usually have a habit of saying, well, now this doesn't include everybody, but now I guess I'll do it all the time.
Yeah, just be you, man. Don't worry about it. The
You know what
haters.
I thought was what was really I wish I would have been on Twitter or whatever the hell it was because this lady commented, Troy Aikman does the Saturday night, Monday night football now. What's his name? And he says, the reference to American football when you can't do this or that to a quarterback and late hits and all that stuff, and he says, how many times have you ever heard in your life somebody'd say, well, why don't you take a skirt? Why don't you put a skirt on him? And all these references to being, this is pussy, this is dumb. It's just a term or a reference. And he says, well, it's time to take these skirts off these ladies. And this one woman took him literally for the word. I can't believe I just heard that. Did he really say? Now that's what he said, but it has a different meaning for interpretation. It's a slang term, so.
Well, that's the way society is today. Everybody's going to get pissed off about something in society today. I don't care what you say. You're going to make somebody go,
oh yeah.
Oh, well, say that, and that's just.
I'm usually the one. Trying voicing my displeasure or concern over people or things being lumped into one group. Like when they say deadbeat dads that don't pay the child support. I got treated like crap down at the courthouse, and I used to have to go in there, and I never missed a payment.
Yeah, I know other guys that have been.
So, but what sucked was the lady didn't even apologize to me. She says, well, it says here you didn't. I was buying a house with my second wife, and she says, well, it says here. There are five Fridays in a month sometimes. And, I said, well, I pay mine in because their system only counted 4,
Right.
No, I was one of the last people to mail mine in. So once she did all the bullshit and trying to make me feel like an ass, a piece of crap, she found out that it was the way I said it was, and she didn't even apologize to me for it.
I have a friend who's in the law enforcement game, and he paid his child support regularly without question all his life. And when the child turns 18, the government didn't quit taking it out. They just kept on and on and on. So he actually had to go to the courthouse and say, now look, the child is 18. Here she is. Here's the birth certificate. You need to quit taking this money out of my check. And he had such of a hard time, even as a member of law enforcement. He said that he was treated like human scum. He felt like he was being treated like human scum because he asked them to quit taking the money out of his account. And what had been happening for the previous years, the child was 19 by this time. The mother was just giving him back the money.
Oh.
So, mom was saying, hey, Dad, here's your money back because she's on her own now and life is good.
The way you're supposed to do it is, well, mine happened to stop when it was supposed to stop because you used to have to bring. Well, I never had to, but you got to bring either their high school diploma certificate with there or the birth certificate, and you go down there, and then they're supposed to stop. And because my other daughter, my oldest 2 daughters, one is about 2.5 years, younger than the first. So I gave her the same thing, and I thought, well, I've been having it pretty good, the amount I was paying. So yeah, sure. I mean, I've been doing without it for how long, how many years. So with that one, it was, I think I paid for 12 years, but,
well, I feel bad for the guy because, the mama's giving him back the money for over a year. He's going to the courthouse saying, look, this needs to be rectified. They're treating him like crap, giving him a hard time. So much so that they had to go and get the divorce papers. They had to go and get signed letters from mama, the daughter, and the father before the court would take them serious and turn the money back off, or to turn the money off. It was just crazy, crazy. I told him he had to walk in there with his uniform on, and maybe he'd get a little bit more respect.
Well, I I went in there once. I think it was the first two. I upped it because when I was working just these job service jobs where you go out, you know. So I go in there and I said, "Yeah, I want to raise my child support payment." Well, that's odd. Usually people come in here to lower
Beg
it.
to differ.
So there's two old ladies behind the counter out of I don't know 4 or 5 people, and one had blonde hair and one had gray. And I so the lady, there's construction across the hall where this one office was temporarily located where I was, but for whatever reason the lady said, go, you got to go across the hall. So I see a guy and I knock on the thing. I can see that it isn't open. And I said, yeah, the blonde lady over there told me to come in here. The guy grabs me by the arm and walks me into the room. He said, which one? That's gray, that's blonde. And I'm like, you know, if I wouldn't have been, I was so shocked by what was happening. The way he grabbed my arm,
I would have punched him.
he would have got his ass kicked today. Well, then again, I'm in a county courthouse,
You don't,
and the sheriffs are in it,
still don't touch me.
and I'm not going to win. You know, uh,
You may not
I
win, but one rule I have is you don't touch me without permission.
well, you know what? I was like, he said, well, what lady told you? Well, I mean, first off, you got signs on the door, okay? I'm not going to come in there and insist that this is the place.
Right.
You know, I mean,
A lot of government workers don't know how to be human. And that's the sad thing. And, and look, I was a state employee for freaking ever at a college. And I'm just telling you, I know firsthand that state employees do not know how to be human. And I don't know why it is, but they just don't. Maybe even federal employees should be lumped into that.
that's like it's because like for me with my job, the obvious question, you know, like the Captain Obvious type question. It just you get asked this or hear it, you know, hundreds of times a week, and you know you do it like I did for 19 years. You know, I just got to a point where somebody didn't want to pay, man. You know, because I come from a time where you didn't pay, you didn't get the service. You know,
Mhm.
so I just look forward. Especially I switched over to nights for the last 2 or 3 years I was there, and somebody come out with their story. I just point like that. Hey, go ahead. You know, one guy insisted on telling me, and I'm like, I don't really care, man. You know, he got upset because I didn't want to hear his excuse.
Yeah.
You know, one guy, I say when we had transfers, I said to him, "Hey, if I give you this transfer, will you go sit down?" He's getting mad. I'm like, I don't want to hear this shit. You know how many times a day I hear this? Bishop Suya, healthy. It's Heal, I think.
Well, here's an interesting story about the government. Some years ago, we were flipping a house.
That's lean meat, though. Lean meat, Viking.
And what I did was, because I used to be smart. Now I'm not, but I used to be smart. And we bought this house and we converted some space into legal square footage. And I wanted to sell the house that had more square footage. But legally, you can't do that unless it's on the tax records. So what I did is I called the government up in the county, the assessor's office, and say, hey, I need to have my property reassessed.
Mm-hmm.
First thing out of the mouth was, we will put you on the schedule. It's 3 to 5 years out.
Oh,
And I'm
geez.
like, oh, no, you don't understand. I'm not giving the county enough money my house is under assessed. They're like, oh, we will have somebody there at 8:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
No crap. 3 to 5 years if I wanted to see if I was being overcharged, but they could be there the next morning at 8:30 a.m. if they thought they were going to get more money. And it worked out in my favor because I sold the house for a whole lot more money because of all the added bonus square footage. Because what I did, they assessed me now for a new higher level of square footage. So I show it on the tax record now. This house is now 2,800 square foot versus 2,000 square foot. And then I just charge accordingly. It blows my mind. Craig said, he said 20 complaints. Oh, did you? Oh, good.
That's a lot, man.
You got the channel taken down, so that's right.
What's that?
The Vikings, remember that channel that kind of hacked his or copied his?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he got that taken down.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, chop suey there, that would be the lean cut beef, but
I think he's making fun of you because you eat pizza so much.
well, you know what? I was drinking, and I got to like it with the no caffeine and no sugar, because they by me they rarely carry it. So I didn't buy any last week, and I had about 3 cans of the Coke Zero that has the caffeine, you know, and I drank those, man. I was pretty wiry, man. You know that shows you. I ate eggs this morning. That was all I've had so far.
It shows that you're a cheap druggie, huh?
I lost. No, I lost. I got to lose my belly here. I'm down to 200 now. It was at 203 and a half.
That's good.
2 days ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it's another thing I got to work on this year. I've gained a little bit of weight since being back in the States. But
and when you going back over there? Anytime soon?
I don't know. You know, we have some other travel plans, and our property's not ready to be developed anyway. It's still in the planning stages of the neighborhood, so we can't build our house yet. So
Why not? You're in a subdivision? Is that
yeah,
why?
we bought a couple of lots in a subdivision out at the beach, so a gated community. And, yeah.
Dude, I saw. I was. I don't know what the hell I was looking at yesterday. I think it was yesterday, or what island it was on. But it had it was 8,000 square meters. It was beachfront. Oh my God. Mm-mm-mm. Sweet piece of. They wanted like the equivalent of 80. 80,000 or more. It was more than 80,000. It was 5 million, I think, something like that. 5 or 8 million. I think it was
A
8.
few years ago, we looked really hard at buying a beach resort, and I think at the time it was going to be about 9 mil, Philippine, and we looked really hard into it and thought about it, but we just didn't do it because I didn't know how trustworthy I could get employees to come and work on a good, consistent basis to run it as a business. So we didn't do that. But
Christian there, you still smoke. I used to smoke and I didn't have my belly. And then I stopped smoking and I got this habit of, because going to work, I had to get myself motivated to deal with the bullshit every day, so now it was just putting, God, I went up from 165 or 160 to 185. And then, I go back to the doctor and he goes, I gained 15 pounds and from the last visit. So, yeah.
Yeah, Viking, I saw that. I got a thing from YouTube yesterday telling me that my shorts were now monetized. And they asked a whole bunch of other questions and some other crud.
Your shorts are what?
My shorts, the YouTube shorts.
Yeah.
Are monetized now. So
they are?
Mine are.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know about everybody else's. I'm just saying that's what they told me, that mine were now turned on for monetization.
Yeah, things are getting better around here. There was even though it was a bit dark in the house here, I look out the window and the wasn't quite set yet. So
Yeah,
getting lighter every day now. You got to go through that November, December, then you're back on the road to happiness.
and it's exciting. I even took a walk the other day, so I'm really happy about that.
Well,
You know,
I went on one. I went to the post office. That was a good walk. Um, so I normally, if I wouldn't do it, but I needed to get out. I used to do it every day, and I just got in the habit of not, and it's been pretty good for me. Not eating a whole lot of shit lately. I had a pizzeria pizza last week, so that gained like 3 or 5 pounds from eating that thing.
yeah, my big problem is mobility. My ankles have gotten so bad over the last couple of years, but we're trying some new drugs, so I'm hoping my ankles will.
Well, they
Will
gotta they either got to put some more rods and pins or whatever you got to do because you sit there, you're only gonna get, it's not good.
No, I'm up and around. I try really hard every day to take care of the house. I cook
Mm.
for the wife. I do all the laundry, the housekeeping. So I'm up every day moving as much as I can.
Uh,
But I need to move more. So
so these requirements that YouTube keeps changing, it's you have to devote every waking minute of your day.
well, that or you just got to show your tits, and that's what
You
I do.
know,
YouTube asked me a whole bunch of questions. They sent me this questionnaire.
you-
And I told him that. I said, look, the only way that you get real traction is you either do stuff that's really, really, really stupid and unbelievable, or you flash your boobs, and then you get views.
oh, did you flash them?
Well, I'm going to. I'm going to make some. I'm going to wear just an apron and say that I'm cooking topless.
There you go, like the Thai lady. Now everybody jumped on that one.
You
Not
know,
just the Thai lady, but there were some ladies over in I don't know if it was Germany or whatever. You know,
well, I'm going to do it. I got an apron to say
uh,
an American couple, and
a female
I'll get
motorcycle mechanic there in the UK.
so.
Is the wife still working?
Yeah, she'll be home in a little bit.
Oh, I thought she worked from home.
No, she works at the office during the day. And then if she wants to work a little bit of overtime or the weather's bad, she comes home and works.
Oh,
So
okay.
she works during the day, then she might work another hour or two in the evening for overtime money.
Oh, and you're spared.
Right now I am. And tomorrow she's going to a birthday party, so she's real excited about that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
boy, because they're having fish at the.
Well, actually, it's no, she's going to a a private lunch at a very fancy Italian restaurant. So they're the birthday party's the only party at the restaurant. The restaurant doesn't open
Oh,
for
okay.
lunch, but they booked the restaurant for the lunch. So,
Hmm. Oh,
but no, she's not real excited. She's happy to go to parties, but I'm excited because she's going to be gone for 3 or 4 hours. I mean,
yeah,
I'm going to miss her very much for 3 or 4 hours. So,
yeah. Well, it does feel good to get out, man. I
yeah,
mean,
Craig, yeah, it does. Cute animal videos.
my son stopped over yesterday. I told him I'd give him like when my daughter was getting married, my third daughter there. I said that I would. I gave her $1,000. So I told my son I'd do the same for him.
Man, I'll get married if you give me $1,000.
So uh, my dad would have never, man.
My dad would have expected me to give him money.
Yeah, no, yeah, I wasn't, man. I don't think my kids now appreciate the situation I had. That was
Well, hopefully we are all better off than our previous family members, and hopefully our next family members will be better off than we are today. Hopefully.
oh, I am. I mean, mine are.
Hey, you want to see something really cool I bought today, man? I'll show you a picture.
Uh-oh.
I'll show it to you in the camera.
Not a banana hammock.
I get you tomorrow.
I don't want you having a fucking heart attack right here, man.
Why, man?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where you at? Let me blow this up here.
You
A
like
frog, huh?
Hey, you like that?
What the hell is he sitting on?
A tree branch. What do you think, frogs?
So you ordered that from Amazon?
Well, no, not from Amazon. It's part of the auction stuff I've been getting into. Well, I got burned a couple times on these auctions. Oh man! But these check. So, how much you think that beautiful watch is worth?
$2.
Great. I love it. I paid 30 cents for 300 of these.
30. Oh, you bought it in bulk. Okay. That's why you got 30 cents a piece.
They kind of stink though.
Like frog shit?
Yeah. So
Yeah, I noticed there's this one Filipino on here that, man, she starts up something that in her morning and it's our evening here. And she's got something going on all day.
yeah, there's a couple of them like Auntie
There's
Grace
this
who comes and visits us. Timmy does a lot. Auntie Grace does a lot.
I went up today. I finally creeped over 400
Woohoo!
and I was at 404 yesterday, and today it went down to 402. Then it went up to 441. Now it's down to 412. So tomorrow it'll be below 400.
Yeah, if you look at mine in the last 30 days, I probably gained 200 and have lost 150.
God.
So, but I tell people, it's really not about how many subscribers you have. It's if people actually watch your videos or not.
Well,
Because if you got 10,000 subscribers and a video gets 100 views, that's not a very good ratio.
I don't really. I like doing them. I don't really care how many people see it because I know there's somebody out there that likes looking at it like I do. And when I first started watching them, some of them I make with music, and some of them I don't. I do them the way other people, the way I used to view them, just the sights and the sounds.
Yeah, I like to do the educational ones. I guess that's my teaching thing. I kind of like to.
Yeah, but you got to practice on how you got to pre-do it before you tape one. So
Yeah,
you look like you know what you're doing.
no, I think it's more fun. Yeah, maybe, but I think it's more fun to show how screwed up I am.
Shit, I would have took the stuff you do. I'd have tossed it. That freaking pan, man. What was that thing in the kitchen you had?
Yeah, with the I need
What
to
was it?
follow up on that.
Hmm.
The non-stick skillets.
Yeah, that was hilarious, man.
About crap on auctions, and a couple of them are kind of funny because I kind of get my butt kicked on a couple of them.
No,
And I'm making a new one about some about clothing and stuff. So
no,
fun.
yeah. Clothing. Yeah. I like that vest you got. That reminded me of a.
Yeah.
Looked like you were afraid it wouldn't fit.
Well, yeah, because I didn't know. One I didn't. She ordered it, so yeah.
When,
Yeah.
but you gotta. That's where pre-testing it comes on. So you don't.
But
You're not.
that's
You're,
fun.
you're not sweating it like.
Yeah, but that's not reality though. I kind of look at mine with reality. Look, here's, it's right here. I did a video today that's going to be published soon. I bought a watch on auction, a Gucci watch, right, for my wife and or to resell. Well, you'll see in the video, and you'll get the full version of me going,
Oh.
because it's not real. And I definitely lost my money on that one. So I like to just be me, man. sometimes it's okay to look like you're human.
Uh-huh.
And part of why I do that, to be honest, is because when I taught class, I came in super prepared. I was always ready.
It has to be.
Weird answers for what to have students do. I knew exactly where I was going, where I was coming from, what I was setting up. So now I like to just kind of wing it some because it's more fun.
Hashtag. I don't even know how to make them shorts. You make them on the phone?
Yes.
Okay.
And you got to have your phone standing up like this. But you can
Yeah.
also, if you have a video editing software package like I do, I actually download them and mess them around a little bit.
Yeah.
And my software is designed to make short and quick videos.
That editing thing is for the birds. It's just for me. It's too involved.
Yeah,
You know.
to do.
Well, I think I'm going to start out slow. I think I accidentally added a channel name and a subscribe thing after the video was over in my last one.
Wow, excellent day.
I don't remember how I did that.
You just end screens.
I know, but I don't remember it telling me it would be there.
Ah,
You know. Uh-oh. Either got to get a new pair of contacts or something's up because all of a sudden I was putting them in that soft contact solution. They're hard. And they get dirty very fast. Now I don't know whether I got some junk in my eyes, or what. But when I put them
Tony,
in, they were clear.
Tony, you need to put the baseball stuff on. Football season's over for us.
Yeah.
Put the Brewers gear on.
Well, yeah, I got my brewer hat in the living room there. Yeah. This coach, they got these, end of the season, they do shows, and I'm like, everything. I'm like, what are you freaking kidding me? Of course this sucked and that didn't work. What do you think? That you got to go beyond that bullshit. They should get rid of it. They should get rid of the head coach here and the defensive coordinator, because obviously they're not reaching these guys. Well, you got to this, we didn't that. No shit. So what are you going to do about that? We got to hope. I wish my boss. I wish my boss would have been like that.
But these guys get canned from one job, and they go get a job somewhere else.
Oh, let them.
You know?
Somebody can. Ed Donatel used to be a defensive coordinator for the Packers, and back in Fire's time, Philly had a 4th and 26, man, and the defense he called allowed them to get a first down. And McNabb was sitting there. He gave up because it was freaking miserable outside, and he just sat. He's like, "You guys coat on?" Like all of a sudden, somebody had to tell him to start getting excited. Fuck 'em.
but what I think is interesting in the coaching world, if you wind up getting to be a college head coach, you've just won the lottery. Whether you ever win a winning season or not, you've just made millions of bucks. Your buyout is so high that you're set. You're set. Your life, man. You're
They
good.
had a couple. They had a couple guys, Alabama, that did something stupid because you got to win every game in the SEC, man. It's just there's no two ways about that one. And you got to win everything, get to the national championship. Georgia's won 2 years in a row now. Good for them too.
Arkansas's next. So
Yeah, they're next for something, all right, but I don't think it's the national champ. What the fuck happened to this? Jesus Christ! Oh my God! I gotta back off on a lot of these notifications I get because I'm doing something here and I click on it and it messes me up. Fuck it. because I know the majority of people I put on here don't even look at mine. But some folks over there do this for a living, not me. So they need the attention more than I do. How's the weather there, Kiko? 22 here.
It's pretty good for January. It's like 30, 32.
Well, I don't forget what our high was today. I'm on. Whose server am I on here? Moville? The hell was that? It's got to be in Denver. Chicago's an hour and a half from here, but for the last couple of months they've been putting me on Denver. The fastest.
Remember that song that never rains in California?
Yeah.
Look where it's going now.
But man, that's Southern California.
They need it, don't they?
Yeah, they were complaining they were in drought. They didn't have water. Now they're getting more than what they need. So.
And because of the sandy escape soil there, they can't take anymore.
Well, plus they're a bunch of crybabies.
36, man, that's hot there, Craig. 36C.
Hey, Christian. Hey, Craig.
It's 32 degrees here.
When I was in the Philippines, it was 30. I think it was 34, 35. 35 was the highest it got.
36. Wow.
We had snow yesterday morning.
Oh boy. There were only two nights where I actually needed a blanket. One for sure had like this Arctic wind come freaking blasting up there. It was freezing. Yeah, we got a little snow today, but I think the temperatures melted that back.
Yeah, we didn't have any accumulation. It just snowed.
Oh yeah, your ground's still warm, melting.
Yeah, just.
What's up with you, Kiko? What do you do with your days anyway?
What's 36? That's over 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's over 95.
Yeah. Wow. What do I do?
32 is
nothing.
34.
Like
I
you.
think is. Yeah. Well, my
get up
sister.
I see the kids go off to school. They're still in high school, 2 of them. My wife goes off to work. And I go to the gym. And I come home and I make myself a salad for lunch. And I take a nap. And then my wife comes home from work about 2, a little bit after 2.
You take a nap, huh?
And I watch YouTube videos. And I wait for your Friday Night Live. And I keep forgetting his Tuesday night one.
There you go. We need to be more like you. I need to get up and go to the gym too. And eat salads.
Yeah, you're real buff, huh?
I guess my new insurance allows me to qualify for what they call silver sneakers, where you can go to the gym for free.
Yeah. I laughed at. I laughed at them when I first saw them at the gym I was in. Now here I am, a member of the silver.
Yeah, this morning I went up. I had to go give some blood for. I have what's called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So and my bilirubin level is high, and so I had to do blood work this morning, and I was shocked because I actually got an email like early this evening that my results were in. I was like, wow. And I just got it taken like 7 o'clock this morning. So they're getting pretty efficient. Maybe Britain ought to learn something from our
Do you
system.
Kiko, do you drink that apple cider vinegar stuff?
No, I don't.
Yeah, try that. That's what I got. 3 times a week, 3 days a week, 3 times a day.
3 times a day.
3 times a day after you get up.
What,
Middle of the
tablespoon,
no, no,
teaspoon? What were you saying?
a table, 1 tablespoon for or 2 table. No, 1 tablespoon for 1 cup of water, 8 ounces.
3 times a day.
3 times a day.
Wow.
That'll help cleanse that liver and kidneys.
Really?
Hmm. It's proven too. It's a natural from Mother
What is,
Earth. You know,
what is it? Apple cider vinegar.
apple cider vinegar. The brand name is Bragg.
Now I've
B-R.
seen in Costco, I've seen pills, apple cider vinegar pills.
Ah, fuck that.
Do you think that
Yeah.
would work?
No, man, you gotta do the
No,
real deal, dude.
you got to do the real thing.
You know,
Does that also
well,
like keep you regular too? It helps if you've
it
got
helps.
problems, constipation. I don't have problems with, never had.
Well, what I do with mine, that the kind up here, they I can't get it in the Philippines. It's Viola. It has 20% regular olive oil with 80% extra virgin. I drink one of those. I take I think it's 2 tablespoons that measurement, and I take one before I go to bed. And then when I get up in the morning, man, it's like
Now, what?
you can feel yourself empty out of excess
Why don't
alone.
doctors tell you stuff like that?
I don't know. You know.
I'm gonna
You
have
know.
to next time I go into my. I go to. It's called a digestive health center. I'm gonna have to ask that doctor. I'm like, hey, what's this apple cider
Dude,
vinegar? Does that really work for the liver?
I I have. Well, they got a. I told you about that stuff with that doctor. I forget his freaking name.
One on
Motivational doc.
YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. There's another one on there too now. He said eggs, man. The best way to get the grass fed ones where they got the darker yolk, and you poach them. Who doesn't love? I mean, I love yolk. I could take that wheat bread and sop that stuff up, man.
Is his name
That's
Berg or something like that?
Berg. Yeah, yeah.
Doctor Berg.
So yeah, so the yolk is the most beneficial part of the egg. So you got yourself a little like strainer, and you crack, you get the water boiling and bring it to a simmer, and you put the egg in there, and it's all yolk, man. It's all the good. It's where all the nutrition is. He said that people that got them frying pans cooking, and then they throw it in there, and it burns it. You're burning away. You're cooking away all the good
All the
stuff.
goods. Yeah. Well, there are
So when
people that just eat the egg whites too. They separate them. They
Yeah, they
only eat
got
the
those,
whites.
but they came out with the whites thing when they had eggs. They were giving eggs a bad name, but the whites are good.
Yeah, for the
For me,
cholesterol's sake. Yeah.
what I'll do is I'll use my measuring thing and I'll put in the 2 tablespoons of extra virgin in there, and then I'll put a little skim milk in there, and then I'll be keep and you start at a slow flame, a low flame, and I do swirl it around, mix it up, then I bump it up to 3, and then 4, and then when I see it starts to cook it, I turn that down to 2 again, and then finish it off. So I put Pam on that in the pan first. You can buy a what do you call it, spray. That's
Pam spray.
yeah, but I mean not. I got the one in the yellow can, but they also have the extra virgin olive oil type spray too. So
Hey, where's Bud been?
I don't know. Bud must be in love, man.
I have to pass on my condolences. His distant relative passed away.
Oh yeah, ain't that a shocker? I think they got weak hearts on that Presley side, man. Yeah, she was 56. She 54.
54. Yeah, it's pretty young.
She
And her
looked
mother
kind of.
outlived her.
Yeah, she probably had his daddy's heart. Let me go look at that to make sure. I think it's 1 tablespoon, but I'm going to look at it to make sure that. I don't know where David went. David, you taking your pants off again while you're supposed to be on a live stream?
Well, you were talking about shorts, so
live.
It's one, man. The numbers wore off on the numbers wore off on the plastic spoon. Uh-oh.
What do you need a plastic spoon for?
Somebody weird got home. It says to put in there, Kiko, one to 2 tablespoons with 8 ounces of water, but I put 1 because if you don't mix it with water, it'll rot your gut.
Are you talking about your vinegar?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you take that after you eat then?
No, I do that when I wake up, and I do that any other 2 times of the day. I just had my last one before
But I
5
mean,
o'clock.
would it be easier on your stomach wall if you put it down after
No,
you
well,
eat something?
the purpose of doing it is without in the morning, so you can get that shit out of you. And you'll notice your pee get lighter as you go throughout the day. But you don't want to take that third one before you go to bed because, if you have Barrett's esophagus or something, that ain't good. Oh, I'm gonna put that wrong one on there, man.
Yeah, I can't do vinegar. It's not my thing. You couldn't get me to.
No, it ain't the same thing.
Well, any vinegar, I can't do it.
Hey, I love putting it on French fries.
Vinegar?
Yeah, you never tried that?
Uh-uh.
Oh my!
I never knew it when I was a kid. My friend, we were at a county fair or something, and we went, to get a hot dog and French fries at the stand, and they were in these little, paper cones, like you get an ice cream cone. It's shaped like a triangle,
Mhm.
But he got fries, and then he asked for vinegar, and he poured it on. I said,
You
put
got
that
steak
on?"
fries though, right?
But he
You
let
had-
me try it, and it was pretty good.
But you had steak fries though.
No, they're regular any French fries. So, but David, if you don't like vinegar, so be it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like it on anything then.
I don't. I can't stand the smell. The smell gets.
How about that stuff that the wives do? The vinegar and hot chilies that you dip your lumpia in or
Oh.
other stuff?
Nope. Nope. Lorelai pulls out the vinegar. I can smell it, a mile away.
Yeah.
Hey, go light on the vinegar. I haven't even touched it yet.
I used to eat kidney beans and onion and vinegar.
So,
No. I
You
don't
chose
do onions,
potato
and I don't
chip.
do kidney beans.
You chose potato chips, onion, garlic and onion.
When's the last time you had pizza?
Last week.
Last week. What's for supper now?
I didn't have anything. I had
What are you
eggs at
stuffing your
about.
face with?
Oh, these are roast mixed nuts here. The
You are with these?
pecans and almonds and cashews, all good for your belly. It might be hard. Cashews might be hard on digestion.
Unless if you have diverticulitis, you know what that is?
No, I heard of it.
It's stuff in like little pockets in your colon, and if you eat nuts or seeds, they kind of hang out in there,
Oh
and
man.
that irritates you.
ooh,
Well,
Something else to irritate your bowels, huh?
they keep trying to say that this. See, I read up on it too. Sea salt's no different than the table salt. It's just refined. So this stuff here will make the top number on your blood pressure go up.
Speaking of seed, do you eat seaweed?
No, that's good too. I heard.
I love it.
Really?
Yeah.
You
That's
like
bok-
it? Does it have
that's
to be dried though, David?
Yeah.
That's bok choy.
Like a potato chip, dried hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the dried stuff, but I also like the way the Koreans use it in rolls. And then of course sushi also.
Ain't that like a bok choy? Philippine bok choy? That's seaweed, right? Same thing.
Is
Yeah,
bok
more
choy
like that.
seaweed?
Yeah.
I don't mind eating these things. It's just I could eat pizza, but in moderation. You can't be doing this stuff every week. and wonder what's going on.
Yeah. Lorelai's tried to get me to eat the cooked seaweed, and it's like, I don't know. I felt like I was going to be a cow sitting there for hours chewing, on this
To me,
curd.
see, I don't do spinach. That would be like cooked spinach for me. I don't like spinach.
Yeah, I like raw spinach. I like leafy spinach, but not cooked.
If it's ground up and put in,
112.
spinach raviolis and stuff like
See,
that. But to eat
see
the
my
stringy spinach or stringy anything, I don't like.
my mother. I used to like watching that Popeye cartoon when I was a kid, and Popeye always got that strength from the spinach. So I want my mom to buy me some.
Yeah, that was a mistake, huh?
Yeah.
One time.
Shit.
I guess I
Just
don't
one of those things you do once and that's it.
Yeah.
see. I'm not a big fan of any food that is slimy.
I
You know,
I need to buy these things if I can find them that are not, well, there are some individual bags, like $7 a bag.
What kind of nuts are they?
And they're mixed in this one, but they got pecans, almonds, and cashews. So
Yeah,
I
they're
need to
really
buy.
expensive.
I need to get them. Cashews are. I need to get them unsalted. But I don't know if they do the mixed one like that. You know? So, and when you buy an individual bag, it's like $7.80 a bag.
Oh, easily. That and beef jerky, man. Beef jerky is really expensive.
Well, I don't eat meat anymore. For lately,
Really?
yeah,
I like beef jerky.
it's
So what do
okay
you
to
eat?
eat that, huh?
What are you eating if you don't eat meat?
Salmon, fish,
Salmon. Nice.
salmon and cereal.
I've yet in my life I've never had a real tuna steak.
Cheerios.
All tuna
No.
that I've eaten has been out of a can. I've never
Wow.
never had a real slice of fresh.
I
salmon.
thought I
Have to
thought they
try
were I thought they were disgusting at corned beef on rye. But if you get the kraut and I like salt, but I think I would OD on one of those
That's a
corned beef.
Reuben sandwich, right?
Reuben, yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Reuben sandwich.
But I love ham I love ham. I mean, but I can do without the salt.
That's
I
what when
like jerky.
my wife first got here, she really missed the corned beef, in a can
Uh-huh.
that you
Oh,
get in the
that shit,
Philippines.
man.
Yeah, yep. Corned beef on rice and
Yeah.
God.
put
Well,
some onions with it or whatever. And
I had that.
We have a visitor in the house. Everybody say hello.
Hello,
oh, ¿cómo está?
David. David got off a 24/7 Asian just in time.
24/7.
Yeah.
The whole week? Asian? What's that?
I don't know. What is that? What is that?
You know,
They answer
don't worry.
always on you.
What do you mean? You told me. What are you talking about?
Who? I didn't.
No, David. I don't watch
Ronald.
that
That's
smut.
Ronald.
I think it's a dating website.
No, it ain't a dating website either.
Yeah, tell me that, Anthony. I need to look at his stuff.
Look at
Not
his
a
computer.
Yeah,
The
you're right.
news site. Around
He
the clock
said.
news.
He said, "I don't think I have enough energy for Lorelai today."
News, sports, and weather.
There you go. News, sports, and weather of Asia.
Yes.
It's yeah. Kiko's a good guy. He's the
Ask
troublemaker.
Ronald.
Kiko's a good guy. What do you mean?
Who is that?
Man, David, you're supposed to say the best, not just good.
Well, I'm the best, but
Humble too.
He's the best one.
see, I got your Gucci watch in today.
Gucci.
Gucci, Gucci.
Gucci, Gucci, goo.
All right, David. How much did you pay the real price for it?
Oh no, I got hosed.
I know, but is it one of the $5 street watches?
Or what?
Hang on, say again.
Was it a $5 street watch?
No, it's $100 street.
5, 2.
I think I'll be able to sell it for maybe $150, $200.
You know what? My son did that
Did you
on
pay
eBay.
more than that for it?
No,
My son went to a Goodwill store and bought some older records, And he sold them on eBay for like 4 times what he paid.
I was showing them my frog.
Plus the dude pays the shipping.
Hey, shipping, answer.
Wait a minute. Yeah, the user.
Yeah, he likes how that frog sits.
Yeah.
Any of you guys graduated to an Apple
that's
Watch
mine.
yet?
Oh, I don't have mine. Is that mine?
Oh, this is one I got when I was.
Oh, it didn't look like that you gave it to me. Oh no, it's a round one.
Wait a minute, man. Let me pull this up. I wasn't
Is
ready.
that the Gucci?
This is the Uchi Gucci.
Here, I'll do it.
Yeah, the Gucci. The Ukai Gucci.
Yeah, it's the
No.
Chinese Japanese.
Yeah, you gotta do that piercing on your, what do you call it?
It's
Bang
a
it.
Ukai.
You got a nipple piercing.
It's stuff I'm purchasing at auction to see how stupid I am.
Craig, what's that word? Pinai Kurat.
You know, was that pineapple?
Pinakurat. Pinakurat. Is that like
Well, she's from Cebu.
more vinegar with a seasoning in there? Like
Suka.
yeah, that one. That is more flavored and more like there's a ginger or like a spicy that is ground
Yeah,
spicy.
we buy the Datu Puti.
Yeah, that's really good.
In
I mean,
Asian
that's the
stores.
best.
I took the
Got the
bad.
peppers in it already.
Yeah, and what did the Pinay? We sell that at Asian store here. A Pinay Kurat. So she were.
Oh, that's the stuff we tried to bring
Yeah,
back.
that, and the custom take it
Yeah,
off.
we'd actually tried to bring some of it back from the Philippines as a gift to a
Yeah, that's the
friend.
one.
Customs took it.
They took it and kept it. I mean, they
Somebody's
didn't
stealing
leave
it.
us a note. When they took other things, they left notes. And one time they actually cut open our peanuts and threw them all over the bags, you know, our luggage.
Maybe
But
that's-
this stuff, somebody went home with it.
yeah, but
Hey,
that's good.
I'm the most honest one here, man.
What do you mean?
Oh, that's saying a lot.
Look at her, she's laughing. Look at that. She's laughing at me, man. I just look like I'm in trouble. Your
Let's put it
husband's a
this way, Tony.
a wolf in sheep clothing.
Anthony,
Poker, you don't have a
be nice
poker
to my
face, all right?
David.
He said, "Good thing Lorelai's working because I wouldn't be able to afford this 24/7 Asian."
No, I like the news. I'm really good with news and
Yeah,
sport.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Especially when they present it right down the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have like 300 of these watches.
Now you're gonna sell them on eBay for $5 a piece.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
What about
There's
that?
people that
Hey,
people go to antiques, or garage sales, and they find antiques, and they sell them on. Hey, a fool and
Yeah.
the money is who's parted, right?
Yep.
One man's junk is another man's treasure. They say.
hey, I went to me and my wife when she was here. We went to Goodwill quite often. We got some real good buys. And one time at the local one here, not far from where I am, I bought an album I haven't seen since I was a kid. It was a Supertramp album called "Crisis with Crisis." And man, when I found that, I didn't even know there was only like 50 cents. I didn't give a shit if it was $5. I wanted it.
Well, I
About
paid.
6-7 years ago, I took my daughter. She's 24 now, but she was a teenager. We went to an outdoor flea market, and the guy was selling albums, and my daughter buys like 5 albums. I said, "What are you going to do with those? Do you have anything to play them on?" And she said, "Oh yeah, I got a record player." I said, "Wow."
Now you can buy them.
40 years ago, they were.
Now they're all over the place now. I shipped one in the first box I sent over there 3 years ago.
I'll tell you, these little speakers they have now that are like, my wife's got this Bose. It's like 6 inches high,
Yeah.
you know, and it sounds every bit as good as those huge speakers we had when we were teenagers, you know.
Oh, they're like the
ones that are
Fishers.
like 4 feet high, and 2 feet
Hey,
wide.
look, yeah, listen. I had two. They were by Fisher. I think Kenwood bought them out, but they were these like ones just like you're saying, Kiko. They were these big ones,
Yeah.
and I bought them before I was married, second time. And when I moved out, I forgot about them. And then like a year later, I told my ex-wife, I said, "Hey, I need the speakers back." You know, I don't think so.
Yeah, we just bought a speaker about this big for Lorelai, for her Nintendo Switch so that they could do
Oh,
Dance Dance and the karaoke stuff in her
oh,
office.
Lord.
Uh,
Holding phones and doing karaoke under the influence?
yeah, why not?
Oh,
But it
God.
sounds really good
Yeah,
quality.
I was surprised what sound
Bose
could
is
come out of that
excellent,
little
man.
thing.
And I think we
Yeah.
only paid like $20 for this thing on clearance. So I was really impressed with it. It's Bluetooth, or you can hook it up directly, I guess. It sounds good. But I bought 7 pounds of sports cards the other day. I paid $20, including shipping. And I've already found, and I just started looking. I've only looked at about 30 cards, and I've
It's a
already
mixed,
got one worth $40.
it's a mixed bag?
Yes,
Okay.
football, basketball, baseball.
Hey, I've been looking like the last week on Michael McFarland. He hasn't had any lives.
Yeah, I noticed that today. I was
I'm
thinking
wondering
about
what's
it.
if something wrong.
Oh, maybe he's drying out, man. That's good for him.
Yeah.
Maybe his wife's mad at him.
When you go on there and the guy's just incoherent, that's ridiculous. Every day, I mean, why did you get married in the first place? You don't give a shit about nothing. You gotta get, he's gotta get he's getting it together as far as I know, and nobody telling him he can't drink or shouldn't drink, but they're just saying you need to pace yourself here. Well, here's a stranger must have heard you, Kiko.
Hey,
That-
Bud, how you doing?
Hey, bud.
I'm doing all right, brothers. How y'all doing?
Hey,
All
our
right.
condolences, loss of your kinfolk there.
Yeah.
Thank you all very much. I was quite sad all night. Yeah,
Well, a lot of people are.
yeah.
Quite
That's it.
shocking.
That's like the last extension. Well, he got granddaughter. I don't even know if he has any grandsons anymore.
Yeah, I watched the ladies cry last night.
Uh oh.
It hit me.
Mm.
Somebody told me that she's sick or in the hospital, and then I got a text saying that she passed away.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Just she was thick, I thought. And then today I saw the same picture posted by this lady from one of the local TV stations here, and then she said she was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking at internet news, and there was someone had a breaking. It said that she had suffered a cardiac arrest at home, and that she was revived.
I don't know.
in
Maybe she
hospital,
never.
but
Maybe she never
Probably
took
never.
care of her health.
well, I don't know.
But she's like her dad and her grandma. I mean, I probably got my dad's moms and my dad's mom's side of the family. They not a whole hell of a lot of them live to be old. Period. So I'm looking either at 63 or 74.
I must say hello to Brother Christian. It's great to see you, brother. I hope your New Year's working out great. My brother, he's cooking tonight. I told him I'll be up here in a little bit, and
Which one?
Tim,
Oh, okay.
it was we got that chicken pen encaged. We closed it up because there's a beagle gonna have some babies anytime, and
So you got yourself a steady girl now, huh?
no, I just figure I'll wait because I talk to my sisters, and that's that. That way I ain't got no whatever. It's just I can admire from afar,
Well, it's cheaper that way.
Yeah, and like Christian told me, he said, wait till you get over there and and
Yeah,
boots on the ground.
it's what we
How's
try to
that?
tell. It's what we try to tell Gary too.
How's that
Yeah.
woman from the Chinese restaurant?
Oh, yeah, but she's lovely. She texted me the other day a couple of times. I need to text her back, and she's sweet.
So there you go. You don't talk to Pfizer no? No.
Me and her are friends.
I don't know. Tony, did you go over blind when you went over the first time? I mean,
First-
never met your wife, right?
Yeah.
So the first time you went over, same as me.
Yeah, I talked to her on the internet and all that. Yeah, Facebook.
Well,
you know?
no, I didn't have. Mine was way before.
No, that was my first
Chatting.
trip.
Mine was way before FaceTiming or chatting or visual anything.
Hmm.
In fact, she didn't even have a picture of me
Oh Lord.
Oh
until I
man.
got there.
Oh man, I saw that in border patrol. Like in Australia, a couple guys came over to visit these girls. They met on the internet, and both of them left home. The next day or two.
What do you mean? The guys
They-
or the girls?
The girls were
Oh,
Aussies. Well, the guys were a little dumb. I don't know. They're on their internet for crying out loud. I mean, you can't see nobody. I mean, what the heck? But you could see the first meeting because the guy only brought a small amount of money. They go, "Well, how are you going to survive here? You got to have."
All we had were emails, and that's back when you had dial-up networks. Okay,
Oh, geez.
You're a brave man.
and you might get 2 emails a week or 3, depending on how many brownouts were at the
It's like
internet cafe, and so it took a while until
It's
I
like
finally
that,
got there to meet.
it's like that show Monty Hall. There, let's make a deal behind door number 1, 2, or 3.
Right.
So you never visited with her on the phone, even, or just through online?
Well, that's a good story. Back then, you had to buy a phone card, right?
Right.
I bought a phone card. Before I bought phone cards, I'd use a long distance call from my house phone.
Yeah.
$99,
Shoot.
and my wife didn't say like 5 words.
Oh Lord.
And I asked her later. I said, "Why didn't you talk to me originally?" Oh, I'm shy. So I paid $99.
$99 worth of shy.
10 minutes of silence, just so. And then I got smarter and I started buying phone cards off of some dude on the internet who was selling them and probably making a profit, but that was a little bit more reasonable.
But when I first started talking to her, I was on this service. It cost me $16 a month or something like that, or what was it, 16 cents a minute or something like that. Say it was 16 cents a minute.
Yeah.
That's before I was on Facebook, and I was on Facebook, but I didn't have Messenger. Besides, the reception over there in the province sucked for her. But yet, when I was over there, when you guys saw me, when I had a live stream, I had better reception out there with my.
I started writing. I think it was the month of October too, and so
Writing.
we were writing, and then I figured, well, and she told me right at the time she was working in Metro Manila, and her mother was down in Mindanao, right? And so Christmas was coming, so I said, well, I want to send her some money, but of course we didn't have the alternatives like we do now. So I actually snail mailed a cashier's check. Okay, a cashier's check, which you and I know that is already paid for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But in
Anybody.
the Philippines, it doesn't work that way. You know what happens to every check in the Philippines, right? How long does it take to wait to verify, David?
A month.
45 days. Okay?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
So I sent this probably in end of November, beginning of December.
Oh,
Thinking it'll take 2 or 3 weeks to get there.
Oh,
Still
yeah.
make it in time. Because I wanted her to be able to take a ferry down to Mindanao to spend Christmas, with her mom. And
oh boy!
she got the check, but through the email, she said it'll be 45 days for them to verify it. And of course, me with my
What, by Pony
my
Express?
U.S. misunderstanding, I said, "Don't they understand? It's a cashier's check. It's all paid for." No, doesn't matter.
Hey!
Everyone is treated as a thief and a con in the Philippines.
My first,
So,
my
45 days.
Oh, my God.
Christmas was well over. She never got to go to Christmas in Mindanao.
well,
So
I spent a good half 45 minutes getting all these money orders that equaled $1,000. I had them in 50s, 100s, and whatever. And then when I got over there, come to find out, I had to go to a money changer because if you don't have a bank account, they can't help
they
you.
ain't gonna cash them.
Fuck yeah! So
So Chico, how long did you guys do all of that before you went to see her?
We started corresponding in October, and I wasn't able to. I just changed locations in my job. I was training. And I
What
told her
year?
I wouldn't-
What year?
Wouldn't be able to get there. 2001 is when I actually.
okay.
April of 2001 is when I went there for the first
when I
time.
started my bus driving job.
So I went there in April, spent 10 days. As soon as I got back, I started filing the K1 visa, and that took through September, and then September 11th hit of 2001, and they closed all the embassies around the world. Remember that? And she was right at the point where she's getting her physical at St. Luke's Hospital, ready to get her interview and have her visa stamped, and then 9/11 hit. And I thought, oh no, that's going to delay. But she got here at the end of September that year, so it was actually only 6.5 months from the time I actually filed. But I knew ahead of time. I heard guys on the internet say, or I saw websites that said a spousal visa takes twice as long to get here as a K1 visa. So that's why I did not want to get married when I was there originally in April.
Same.
Because I knew it would be quicker
Yes.
to have her get here than to get married and do it. So that's why we did it that way. She was here September 29th of the same year. So.
Oh, that's great. You just mentioned, you didn't want to get married there. And I saw two girls here a while back. It's been maybe a year or two ago. But they were talking about if the husband wanted the ladies to sign a prenuptial agreement, that they would not marry. And I'm thinking, well, wait a minute now. Anytime, if we marry a Filipina, there's already an automatic prenuptial agreement. We can't own land. That's
you can't anyway.
hers.
You can't anyway.
Exactly. It's a prenuptial is the way I look at it.
Oh, okay.
We marry, but why wouldn't they?
Property though. You do have
See, I can inherit if my wife passed away. I could inherit it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's the primary
I'm saying-
land we own, but I'm the secondary, so to speak.
Okay. Well, it's not a bad thing. I think it's great for them, the Philippine community, to keep their land instead of letting greedy white people on it to make money, turn it into, whatever.
And in the Philippines, it's actually not about the greedy white people. It's actually about the Chinese and the Koreans.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I should not have said greedy white people.
No, we are
You should have said yeller.
We resemble that remark.
Yeller, man.
Sorry, white folks.
No, we are greedy. But in the Philippines, it just happens not to be us the problem.
That thing where Chris was living rent free as long as he made improvements, and then his in-laws not paying land rent because he thought they owned the whole thing, where the house sits. In some cases they don't, but I'd be damned if I'm going to be paying somebody back rent for land that somebody else had the responsibility of and never told me.
How is that? Is that Chris? Is that his in-laws' place? Is it like a duplex?
That's his
He's
in-law.
living in the other half of it, or what?
No, it was his in-laws' house. They lived somewhere else, and he remodeled it. And they said as long as he made improvements like that, they could live there for free. But all of a sudden, 10 years later, or whatever it was, all of a sudden, well, you got to pay this back rent pay.
Yeah, the tax man. No, it was some kind of taxes.
But I mean, come on, man. The in-laws don't tell you about that? That's BS, man.
You're the foreigner. You can afford it.
Yeah, who cares? Why would you?
The simple fact these folks never told you. They never said it. What kind of bullshit is that? If you came to, if I was married to her and they said, well, the person that lives there's got to pay it. That ain't happening, man.
A couple of years ago, my wife's cousin, which I really liked her. She was a female policewoman when I was over there. She always gave me a ride on her moped. That was the coolest. I was in the Philippines, was riding on the back of that moped and getting a little air.
Pretty freaky,
No, Tony, she don't like men. Okay, don't worry about it. But anyways, just a year or so ago, she's like, this was in June. She said, "Oh, can I utang like 1,000 to get my septic tank done on her house? I guess." And I'm thinking 1,000 pesos, right? No, she meant 1,000 US dollars, right?
Hell.
No, here's the funny part. This was June, right? She said she'll pay me back the end of August. And I'm like, you don't earn $1,000 in an entire year.
Yeah, right,
how are you gonna? And guess what? I've never seen.
And they don't charge $1,000 to pump out shit either.
But I know. I mean, if I give money, I know I'm never going to see it again. So I mean, I give it. Nope, I don't expect it in return.
Well, I did in the beginning.
But it's funny. You know how it works over there. Oh, I want to utang. Yeah, okay.
Oh, Tony, Kiko brother, my ex-girlfriend, she would say, "Can I borrow $80? Water bill?" I'd say, "Dear, don't ask if you can borrow it. Just ask if you can have it, because I ain't getting it back. I know it."
Yeah, you're never going to see it.
And
water, though, there's no water over there unless you own a company. You don't have an $80 water bill.
She didn't give you $80 worth of loving, did she?
Yeah, I mean,
Is this here or the Philippines, bud?
Here, I ain't never been outside of America.
All right.
But
I
earlier,
thought it was someone you were corresponding with that asked you for it. Like
Right.
one of Gary's friends.
Oh no. It was my girlfriend. Well, she lived up there. She's from where me and Tony went to and stayed at. And that's where she is born and raised. And she's really a sweet, beautiful, tall, athletic girl. My gosh.
I thought you were going to say junkie.
Even here in the States, $80 is a good bit for
Hey,
1 month's water. I mean, you might get every quarter paid.
No, man. Yeah, a quarter. That's what I get every quarter.
Yeah.
But Ronald gets that in a month,
your
man.
Water and all kinds of stuff included.
His apartment, his water is expensive.
Yeah, mine was $50 a month. Water 50 something.
But you're on a farm, right?
Yeah, and I've got a well out here, and I thought I need to replace my well pump, and I'd like to have it tested, to make sure. But I figure I can
paying
get some
$50 a month.
girls.
You might look into that.
Well, it'll muck up them pipes, man.
I can get some of these girls to, I'll give them a glass of ice water,
A glass of ice.
That way, test it. Instead of having
what?
Apple cider vinegar.
Craig said he used to write letters when I was in junior high. We had this black teacher. He taught German. He was a fanatic on this stuff. Yeah, and he can't. I got a pen pal, but I never wrote her. She wrote me like 4 times, and I never. I don't even write. I hardly write my name anywhere. I ain't writing a letter.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, Craig, you saying 800 Aussie dollars for 4 months? Is that what Craig's saying there?
Yeah.
800 Aussie dollars for 4 months of water?
Do you have salt water there or no? It's expensive treating that shit. You got salt water eat up damn near everything.
Hey, Bud, usually if you look around your state agencies, you can get your well water tested for free, just FYI.
Okay. I called and they told me like $75. I can do that.
You take that advice from Mr. Cheapskate there.
Well, I do appreciate it, Craig.
Yeah.
And
Check your government website.
Yeah, David, that's David. David.
I thought y'all said Craig earlier.
Craig's at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
He's in the chat. But that's okay, bud. Don't worry about that. But I'm just saying, if you look at your state website, whether it's the state EPA or one of the other little state agencies, we usually test well water for free, especially in the South.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
low
you very
income, man.
much. I appreciate you. Kiko, I was showing this apple cider mother's vinegar. I'll tell you, I've always weighed about 170 something pounds, 175, and I could bench 300 pounds. But whenever I've started drinking this right here, I'm down under 150 pounds now. And I thought, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, because you lose weight. Well, you got to mix it with water, man. You eat that down the hatch pure, you're gonna mess up your guts.
No, I mean I do pour it in my water in the mornings. Mix it like that. And I shake it up. I got my water container in my refrigerator, and I just fill it up with ice. And I got a Brita water filter on my city water, and I just fill it up and then top it off with a little bit of this. And I thought, that gum, I'm gonna have to see if my doctor would check me, make sure there ain't nothing wrong with me, because I was losing weight extremely fast.
Oh, I could. I need to. My belly.
I haven't been 175 for forever.
You gotta be. Well, you're the lightest one here, bud.
I haven't been 175 pounds since the 6th grade.
Oh Lord! Oh, I weighed 90 then.
That's me.
I think about 35 or 40 years old, my metabolism just came to a screeching halt.
Oh man! Well, I quit smoking. That's when my
My body know what metabolism means.
My mama's drinking it now, Kiko, because I told her, I said, it's this vinegar right here. I'm losing weight. And
you're drinking it straight out of that jar?
No, I mix it in my water, like you said.
I gotta start doing that too.
1 tablespoon per 1 cup. You can do 1 to 2. You can do 1 to 2, but I already got an ulcer, so I do 1 tablespoon to 1 cup.
Well, see, I take a Meprazole for heartburn, but
I do too.
Since I've been drinking this, I don't take that medication.
I don't know. I would. I do. I even got an extra one to boot because of my ulcer was bleeding.
Do you get heartburn all the time, Tony?
What's that?
You get heartburn all the time?
Not with these pills. That's why I said you don't drink that. You don't drink that apple cider vinegar right before you go to bed because it's going to come up on you.
Unless you like regular Tums, they didn't help.
Yeah,
like super extra strength Tums.
No, they don't help. My gosh, I used to have to take. I would about puke. I'd get heartburn so bad, and with this right here, I don't take heartburn medication anymore. I got it. I haven't told my doctor don't cancel it because I want my insurance still to pay for it.
I did
since you started taking the vinegar.
Yeah,
is that what you mean?
Yeah,
you don't take the heartburn medication anymore.
That's correct, but I still get it though.
It's a cheap one, man. You should always take that.
Well, it's interesting because vinegar is an acid, and you're adding acid to an acid, so you're your pH, but you're also maybe diluting the vinegar with water, which brings the pH of that down maybe to an 8.5. But that's very interesting because you're actually increasing your stomach acid. Being in a stomach acid a 10 pH level. So maybe by doing that, you're lowering your stomach pH down to an 8. So maybe water is 7.5 or 7.2 pH. So maybe that's what you're doing is you're lowering it just enough with the water acid because it's an acid, not a base. So
yeah, our water usually is 7 around here, and because I got fish tanks, I love them. and I've always checked things. But yeah, I mean, I went to the doctor about my stomach because I was never able to use the restroom well, maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks. And I'd urinate like a giraffe, but racehorse, but I couldn't
Drop no
use the
doogies.
restroom good. They had me drink some stuff like chalk to make sure I was not stopped
Oh,
up.
milk of magnesia.
And
You,
Lord have mercy. No, I mean, this was just so they could scan me.
Yeah, been there,
you,
done.
you know this young guy anesthesiologist when I had my when he was checking my throat, he's like, how many days a week? How many times a week you do number two? You know, I said maybe once every other day or every third day. Yeah, I remember when I was young, I only shit once a week.
As long as you're
Yeah,
regular.
that's
but
that's me.
What?
but this guy, when I told that guy, when I told him, because he was young, he couldn't understand why, because that's how it works, man. He wasn't old enough to know the other side of it.
I didn't know it wasn't normal. And this vinegar right here, it'll make you use a restroom, Kiko.
So
I
will
mean,
Mexican food. Eat a lot of Mexican food. That'll keep you going.
Hey, man.
I love
Hey.
Mexican food.
You man, you eat some of that shit in the Philippines, that'll flush you like having X-Lax, only different.
You just drink the water. That'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got me a tester now because I know because I drank that water. The water was supposed to be processed every day, and that shit didn't agree with my stomach, and everybody else around me was okay. So I brought a tester because I'm sure that they're going to the back and opening up the tap and filling this jug back up. You know.
All right, guys, I got to go. I need to go feed the wife. Apparently, I got to take
Okay.
her to eat.
Hey,
All right. Make something
Yeah.
delicious.
you get pretty raunchy there, huh?
Just don't use any vinegar.
You have a wonderful day, Dave. Are you in America or are you in Philippines?
We're back in the U.S. We're currently in the U.S.
Arkansas.
in the great state of
Oh,
Arkansas.
Yeah.
well, I'm here in
Well,
Tennessee.
Heartland.
Yeah, you ain't that far from
Bill,
me.
Look, the state of Tennessee is a beautiful state. It's one of the funnest states not bordered the ocean that I really enjoy. I love
Yeah,
it.
Arkansas is the only state that had a president that stuck a cigar up his mistress's coochie there in the Oval Office, man.
They've all
How
done
do
it.
you know?
Yeah, they've all
Uh,
even,
she
even the gay presidents have done it. So,
that was part of the shenanigans going on in there.
Wait,
Man.
wait. Was he the only one ever from Arkansas?
yes.
No, I don't know what.
All right.
You know
Well,
what? You know what?
You might be right on that point, Tony. Okay.
Hey!
Only
They,
one.
they did him on Saturday Night Live real good. Rob Schneider was
He's
the
first. Okay,
Mountie.
let's put it that way.
Who's that other guy that died? Phil Hartman was playing Clinton, and they're going. This is during that Jennifer Flowers thing. So they pull over this car, and Rob Schneider gets out, and Clinton's sitting there in the back window. Phil Hartman, and he drops the lady's license. He drops it and tells her to pick it up, and then Bill's in the car going like this.
But Jennifer Flowers was before he was president.
Yeah, what
He was the chick in the presidency.
that was hilarious, man.
So, but Tennessee's a great state. I enjoy Tennessee. So, Bud, you actually have a really cool state to hang out in. It's a
Well,
blast.
thank you.
So,
Tony visited me and he said he liked it.
I've been there. I've been to Tennessee a couple of times. Just first time over by Bud.
Tony's state sucks, but Tennessee's a good one.
Yeah. You got fun.
Me and Tony stayed up beside of the Cades Cove, our national forest.
Take care,
Dollar
everybody.
Park.
See, hey, don't be blamed.
Bye.
Don't be blaming me. Don't be blaming all this shit on me with Lorelai now.
No, she knows. She knows.
Shit, she don't know. She only
David,
knows.
what
She listens.
time on Tuesday,
Get the-
David?
Mine is 5:30 every Tuesday night. So 5:30
Central Time.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I-
5:30 Central.
I got an ear full of you. I got an ear full of you Tuesday, man.
Bring it on, baby. Bring it
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Take care.
I'm sure I'm
Bye,
subscribed,
David.
but I'm sure I'm subscribed to him. But if I'm blue, I can check, or if you'll drop his link, Tony.
The Filipino American couple.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I got to
Did-
check
but-
it because some
but-
of them I've been unsubscribed from here a while back. I had to check Brother Christian's, and it was like it was new to me.
But if you don't click on that bell, you're not going to get no notifications, baby. That's the thing.
No, I click on the bells if like the people I know like that, and
Mhm.
Craig's. I love those fish. Craig's
Okay.
Fish Room, and I love aquatic life.
Oh, I thought you were going to say love, love.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, we know an hour and a half here, man. Maybe I'll do these at night when I'm back over there. Be during the day for everybody here.
yeah.
If you
I-
do it at
I
night, it'll be
enjoyed
in
it.
the morning here.
Yeah.
And Tony,
Yeah.
can you get a? I got a Wi-Fi extender. It's a booster,
Hmm.
and I'm telling you what, that thing, it makes it a lot more powerful.
Where'd you get that at? How much?
Like Walmart for $40-something back years
What's it
ago.
What's it called? Do they still carry a product like that?
Yes, I'm certain. Because there's too much money to be made on them not to. It'll take a weak Wi-Fi and make it stronger. It boosts it.
Hmm.
But let me get it, and I'll
They
make sure I'm
they
telling you the correct thing.
they were saying on some of these commercials on YouTube now. They said that they got this stuff. This lady said they got this stuff that'll make you grow your junk by 65% more.
Huh.
Wow.
What is
how am I going to get out the door?
They'll be up there with the mice.
Oh, my.
65. Come on, man. My God. Oh, but you know, there's people, 65%, that's going to be in my way.
Yeah.
Shit, they're going to put me on disability for having
All right.
appendages that are just too large.
Hey, Doris,
He's
wake
gonna
up,
get
you're
a-
not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah. Kiko, he's going to be
Yeah.
wearing that thing around,
Yeah.
carrying that thing around in a glass and
Yeah.
clays.
I called my boss
Yes.
up. I said, "Look, I'm sorry. I can't come to work today. My stuff's sticking up above
Think
my
it's a
waistline."
scarf.
What do you call it? A real pretty wood box, wormwood with glass, diamond glass, something.
I never paid. No, never mind really to that commercial, but I'm thinking 65%. What are you talking about? Somebody just got in the turtle stage. You got an inch there, man. What the 65%, man. My God, for guys like me, that would be embarrassing.
Guinness Book of World Record territory.
Oh Lord, yeah. Hey, come on, right? Call them up. They're in England, right? They're out of the UK. Ain't they?
Oh yeah.
Come here. I got the longest wiener in the world. Okay. We're gonna come out with the tape measure. A cloth one, not the one with the metal, because it might cut. Oh my God, 65%. Jeez. I don't know, man. A whole lot of emergency room visits like that.
1.6 times 65%. Trying to do the math here.
What's
Well,
what
got
channel
me.
are you watching, Tony?
There's some goofy ass. It's one of those commercials like they come up with the car insurance ads. All these young people. Oh, look
Oh,
what my
yeah.
friend pays. Look at this. Look at that. It's all these people that are probably in their early 30s now.
Yeah, I think I've seen it. I just
But
click off of it, and
hey,
I
when
don't need none of that.
Nah, when I saw that commercial, I kind of laughed at it. I go, who the fuck, who needs 65% more?
There's one.
You can't even give your wife the three you got.
Well, my brother, he'll ask my cousin, my brother up here, he'll say, look halfway back here, about 7 inches, and he'll say, does this look normal to you?
Well,
That's
you
just what
know,
my brother
you know
is.
that the truth. You got to you got to measure down to the roots, man. You know, on the bottom side there. You know,
Yeah.
Did-
He's funny, my brother.
before all these woke people, there was some bus drivers telling me, about former instructors, and they would go by UWM, University of Wisconsin Milwaukee University, and these guys, there was at the time there was no access to a bathroom, so one guy went to the back, and they used to have these pads at the back. When you stepped on this pad, it opened the door. So the driver's got the override switch. So this guy's sitting there pissing, through in between the rubber on the door, and then the driver flipped it open, man. And these girls, and these girls saw it and they go, "Ooh, nowadays, my God, it'd make TV."
Yeah.
Oh Lord, turtle stage, so.
My goodness, I'd like to have some shawarma talking about meat.
Oh, talking about meat, huh?
Yeah, like a shawarma sandwich. I watched how to make.
Oh, we were talking about
What is
penises.
that?
We're talking about
Shawarma.
penises. Now you're talking about making meat.
Yeah, I did think
You
about
made
the
him
pizza
hungry,
place.
Tony.
I did think about the pizza place also. I need to
Okay.
get me
Yeah,
some of that,
it's not
but
Tuesday night though.
yeah. Well, see, that's the only time my
Yeah.
Asian restaurant is closed on Tuesdays.
There you go.
And she got me a nice gift. She said she got me another one, and I need to go by there and see her tomorrow.
Oh, so you're talking to some lady at the rest? I thought you was talking to some Chinese lady on YouTube or something.
No,
Oh,
she's a
you
girl.
did. Oh,
No,
okay.
it's
Well,
a Chinese restaurant, man.
She's a
yeah.
doll. My
Yeah.
gosh.
So when you two get together yet, or no?
No comments.
Well, hey, you either went out or you didn't. I ain't
Yeah.
asking if she unzipped your zipper. I'm just saying that you go out and
I'll tell you more about it later, brother.
Yeah,
Okay.
not on YouTube.
Yeah. I'll leave her
Uh,
off YouTube.
Went out for a little Italian.
Did you?
Well, there's 3 Mexican restaurants that's closer. The big Walmart where me and Tony went's about 8 minutes from my house, and that's where it is over there.
Everybody's
Hooters is
Yeah.
right in front of it, and I love Hooters buffalo chicken sandwich.
Now tell me,
Oh.
in this constipated era, you didn't go eat Mexican at all during that time, right? You couldn't have.
No, I ain't.
Hey.
It's been maybe a year ago, I guess, Mexican food. But yeah, probably. I just stopped down by there. I mean, they give you a really great portion of food. They're not stingy with food.
I'll tell you what, I was in Central America for 2 months and I had the runs every day I was there. So it kept me regular
beef, dude.
Oh.
because of
He's
everything.
spoiled.
Well,
You don't
we
throw
call that
poor people don't throw shit away.
the scares, Kiko. Down here,
Oh, yeah.
the scares. Like when
Plenty scared.
a calf get the scares, it can mess through
Hey.
screen wire.
If you wanna see somebody get a pissed off look on their face, you go around Mexican American friends I had. I'd say, hey, you want to go to Taco Bell? and they look at you like, what? They
I
wanted to backhand you.
I ain't never gonna buy from Taco Bell again. My gosh, last 2 times I've had taco meat or tacos.
So
I ordered that
Mm.
bag, the 10 bag for like
Yeah, you
Okay.
better
What?
be real close to a toilet after you eat.
they didn't have
Hey.
enough meat on it.
Hey.
I mean, you couldn't even taste the meat. It was
Hey.
thin as it was littler than a pencil.
Dude,
And I thought I ain't never gonna get from here again. And my sister-in-law, she asked me, did I want what she had left over there, and she had like 4 or 5, and so I thought, yeah. And I checked them; they're the same. I said, I'll never go there again. Used to, they give you a good portion,
well, that's all packaged Taco Bell stuff. That's what I heard a long time ago. My nephew worked there, out of the Loser Clan. He worked there, and it's all packaged. Every item that's on there.
Oh heck! Well,
So
see,
they just
they always had the meat in a container and made everything. Where at our Taco Bells.
I don't know about that. Maybe they got that all measured out. It's all measured out.
Yeah, but it was just, I mean, like, Lord have mercy. All you could taste was lettuce and shell.
That they supposedly upgraded their meat because a lot of people complained. It's a couple of years ago now, but their meat was just barely above dog meat. Did you feed the dog, man? So
Okay. Well, it would fit
Changed
inside
much.
of a straw, Kiko. What they put on mine.
Oh yeah, there's
And I
nothing
thought,
in there.
you got
I would
ripped off,
never-
man.
I would
when-
never in my life get that food again.
When was this? When was this?
That was a year ago or a year and a half.
Somebody didn't do it right. That's what that is, man.
Well, see, they did it again whenever my sister-in-law got that, and that was sometime later, a couple of months later. And I thought, I'll never.
They ain't doing something right. That ain't right. No.
That's what I was thinking.
Maybe they were trying to stretch it.
If I ever go there again, I won't though. But the Mexican place is just right in front of it, and there's 3 of them right here at the end of my. You just go down the road half a mile, take a right. There's one on the right, and there's 2 on the left.
Just go to the real places.
Yes, and they give you more than you'll eat. It's delicious, and you get what you pay for there.
You know what though? I only had eggs today, and I just opened up that bag of. And I'm not hungry, so maybe this.
That's all you had?
Yeah,
What, breakfast?
Yeah, I had those at I had them at like 10 o'clock.
What kind of eggs?
Scrambled, but I eat them scrambled. I don't poach them. I should poach them, but I do it correctly too. I don't throw. I slow cook it, build the heat up.
Oh,
you know what I still can't make is a scrambled egg.
You can't.
I mean, I no, an over easy egg. I mean.
Oh, you know what? That was my favorite, but I always had always crack that freaking yolk. It pissed me off.
I can never flip them over.
Oh God, because I like the yolk, so I used to put it on toast, And
you get one of those and some good toast and some butter on your toast. That was a meal.
They tell you it only requires like 2 minutes, but I'm telling you, you flip that sucker over. And no sooner you flipped it over, you can take it off.
Yeah, because you don't want to burn it hard.
No, you're just turning it over to score that or sear it. Well, it's not meat, but to get that like a protective.
Just a little bit of a shell on it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit of film shell, so you can actually enjoy it the way you want to enjoy it.
Oh yeah. Used to when I was a kid, that'd make me sick, or yolk. But any more days, I love it on sandwiches and on hamburgers.
You get your own eggs, right? You got your own eggs
Yeah.
every day.
Well, now it's winter time and they're extremely slow about laying. They just don't lay that good.
I've
But
seen. They've said the price of eggs has really skyrocketed,
It's
man.
like five. It's five something for you. I
At
get,
least doubled.
it's
yeah.
ridiculous for
Hey,
a pack of 60. I got them for $1.88 like a year or two ago. $1.88 they had them, and now
For
they're 20
60,
bucks.
60 eggs.
Yes, 60. 2 years ago
Oh,
You
or
got them
a
for
year and a
man.
under
half ago.
$2. Wow.
And now they're 20 bucks for 60
Oh.
eggs. And I thought, Lord have mercy, that is ridiculous.
Well, the ones that were two something are five something now, and they're not going down anytime soon. Got people saying hello here.
Hey, Hong Kong Explorer, it's wonderful to
Oh,
see you,
Explorer,
lady.
Timmy,
Oh,
Yeah.
Timmy here too.
Hey, Timmy,
Yeah.
it's wonderful
hello.
to see you, lady.
Bud, you're in the dark, man. What's going on there?
Oh, I like it like this.
Do you?
Me
Yeah.
too.
Little ambiance there? Yeah. He likes it for a lot of different reasons. Kiko does. Though.
Well, he's married. Bless his heart.
He's in a witness protection, man.
You got to give that to him.
Well, I'm married too. You don't see me sitting in the dark.
What is that? What is that? Goodness. I watched a show last night with Kevin. I think it was Kevin Costner. But what was that witness protection thing? That guy was a dentist that lived next to him. That movie. They
I
made
don't
two of them. That was funny as could be.
I don't know. Dennis Costner was in a funny movie.
I
I bet Ronald would know.
the guy who played on Friends, he was the dentist that lived next door. His and the guy who's in witness protection. I'm thinking it's
Yeah, it's,
Kevin Costner or whoever it was. I'm trying to think of what role he was great
my
on.
curiosity piqued. No,
Yeah, last night I watched, or the night before I watched
Uh-oh.
the show.
Tony's going to do an RC and Google it.
no, I'm not. I'm lazy.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Let you do
The
that.
guy,
Let you-
the guy in the big movie things anymore. He's not in the big movies. I don't know what happened to him. Why he went?
might have slowed down or retired or something like that.
No, you know how it is. They kick you out if you don't do something.
Yeah, when you're hot. I mean, you're hot for like 5 years, and then it's
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll look up that movie right now that I saw him in.
There you go. Google that on your phone.
I'm afraid to because I always get kicked out of the LSs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gee.
Somehow I end up
Press
out.
the wrong button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Faith.
he was in the Fifth Element. My gosh, that girl! I
I
thought
remember that.
she is beautiful. The Fifth Element, you didn't see that where they had like
That don't ring a bell. Maybe if
They
I was
used to say,
looking at it.
Bud, finer than frog hair.
oh yeah, fine as a frog hair she is. Slicker than the Manners. I ain't gonna say yet. I about said it. You know what I was about to say, don't you?
No, don't tell me. I'm curious now.
Slicker than the Manners, blankety blank.
Oh, yeah,
Blank.
Dad. Yeah, that Wiener conversation was a half hour ago.
Yeah.
You can't go back to that now.
Oh my.
I'm
I'll
gonna
look
give
to
David.
see.
I'm gonna give David some shit on Tuesday, boy. The boy got him thinking I'm the guy that you put anything into their head and they'll keep it in there for like 3 months. Stuff we make light of and have fun with. Some folks take it all serious, you know.
Oh, Yeah.
Here comes Mr. Unger.
Hey,
Hello,
Ken, it's
hello,
great to see
Ken.
you. I hope the ladies having a great time. And I always loved watching her video, her chicken,
Who?
or, chickens. Ken's lady.
Yeah, you know what I'd like to do, bud, with that one room wooden house I got there. Turn that into a chicken
Oh,
palace. It's made of wood, bamboo floor, a little bit of space in there so you can scrape that crap out.
oh, and that bamboo, that'd be rough, I'd say. I'd just scrape it
Well,
out. Ooh.
yeah, well, if you got them wandering around in there, if they shit in that floor, they got you when you got a gap in between each piece. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
because humidity is going to get to that other stuff that ain't tough as bamboo.
Hey, there's bamboo up here within a mile from me, big around as a leg. And I thought, that gum, I need to get
Yeah.
some. And I asked my brother, I said, you know that place up there? He said, yeah. And he told me that our friend bought that. I said, okay. I need to call my friend tomorrow and see if I can get some at root.
You get your
I don't,
chickens just you get
I
your
won't,
chickens just to hatch eggs, and the other chickens reproduce.
yeah, I'm not going to plant that on my land though. Bamboo, Lord have
Mm.
mercy. It'd
Mm.
take 50 pounds of dynamite or 100 pounds to get
That's
rid of it.
that's tough. That's
If
tough
you
wood,
could.
man.
Yeah.
And I thought I
I
could mow. I thought I could mow one of them little trees down one time. It no more than 3 inches around. Man, that bent that bumper.
yeah.
Knocked a little of the bark off it, man. Whatever. Oh my God.
Everybody used to make cane posts. My brother's got one hanging on the side of the barn up here, Kiko.
What's he got hanging up?
A cane pole, bamboo cane. It's a
Oh
fishing
yeah,
pole back in the old days, like Laura
right.
Ingalls. That's what somebody told me to watch with Filipina if you love her, because she'll love it.
Oh, it's not a
Little
tree.
House on the Prairie.
Well, that's some tough ass grass, though.
Tony,
There's a little.
you got an
Oh,
airplane ticket yet?
No, I don't. I'm not ready yet.
yeah. How much is it going to cost? I seen one guy who's
Well,
in Canada is 2,500, I think.
no, dude. You know what? That one thing I learned from these
That's round
design.
trip.
Yeah, that'd have to be unless that's business class. But business is around two grand plus 2 to 3. But anyway, uh, I, uh, I saw some. I found some the other day just fishing around. Of course, they send me 1,000 emails. But I found one that had great layover times that only cost $460 one way, and then they take it away and hope that you're going to bite on one of these that cost 800, 900, or $1,200. So
Oh, okay.
plus
Yeah,
plus plus I found where before I was taking Philippine Airlines from Manila to Butuan, and I just out of curiosity I said, well, I'm going to do this separate because it comes out cheaper when you do it separate. When you buy that package, you pay too much. So usually the one way ticket when I had it all together, the amount of the plane was $87 or 100 or something. And depending on what day Cebu Airlines has a promotion, I could have hooked it up with a $41 ticket.
oh,
Plus for an onward ticket, it would cost me no more than $80. Out to Singapore or something like that.
well, see, I'd ask you because you check on things.
Yeah, I'm
You
on
know
it
how
all the.
traveling is.
I see it all the
Because,
time, and if I can, if I can't get that, I'm looking for one to come out of Milwaukee, not Chicago. Sometimes you can hit it right because then they go from here to Minneapolis and then over to Seoul. you know. So, but I like my Qatar Airlines. Man, they got great food on there too. Security, customer service, it's all the best. They're outstanding. Out of everyone I've ever been on.
Well, you was in the travel industry, so you know to check on things.
Yeah, I do it out of curiosity, and if you, what I found was when you spend too much time on a computer, they take away that cheap shit. So you got to come back after a couple of days, and then they'll be on there again. Because I was telling Kiko about the $35 ticket I saw, and then the next best one was 50 because Cebu's got better time. See, before when I was flying there, first time I flew there, the plane got there at 10:55 p.m. Well, nothing flew until later on that morning. I was taking Philippine Airlines, and it was a 6:30 ticket. I left at 6:30 or 6 o'clock. But Cebu, I found one on there left at 4 a.m. So it's a lot of these other ones that come up cheap. They got some mega layover at China Airlines. They I don't know how anybody flies them because they had one from Chicago down to Vegas, 36-hour layover, and
Oh,
then
Lord.
and then you fly to I think it's Hong Kong or Manila, and it's like a 16-hour layover. I'm like, get the
Yeah. Well, I just looked that up. That guy on the Fifth Element, he's Bruce Willis. He was in that
okay.
movie I
Well, that
watched.
that kind of threw me when you said Kevin Costner, though. You said Costner, right?
Yeah, I love Kevin Costner and all of his movies.
Mm. Yeah, I like him.
The Western, Lonesome. What's that one where he's out in the prairie? It don't matter.
I don't even
Yeah,
know, man.
it'll drive my
Lonesome
mind
Dove or
crazy.
something?
Dancing with Wolves.
Yeah, Dances with Wolves. That's a beautiful movie. I loved it. But
Mm.
you just talking, about like traveling. I There's a sweet lady that owns a Surrey store, and I
Yeah.
told her, I said, if I'm ever over there, I said I'll ask you to go eat with me. Take me
Hey,
somewhere good to eat. And she said, I won't eat then. She said, I'll be too shy. And I said, well, you don't have to be shy with me to eat. She said, when you
yeah.
go to the bathroom, I'll eat with my hands,
Oh no.
eat fast.
Yeah, they got that. They don't gobble it by the palm. I mean, they use their fingers. They got that sticky rice and all that. Hey Ken,
Well,
I
that was just,
flew A&A Airlines. I liked them too, but Qatar is way better than they are. They got better everything. You know
Hey,
that
yeah,
that
but the Qatar, Emirates, Asian, that's what a civilized society looks like. That kind of air travel.
Qatar has the Qatar Airlines. Whoever laid this business model out was knew what they're doing. They got like a beige and a burgundy color scheme going on, and their ambient lighting in the plane is it's different, and they got great food. I never thought I'd say that about an airline, but they had good stuff, and the security they got them all over, man. You can't get away with shit there. Matter of fact, when you book a flight with them, you're not going to know your seat till the day of because they want they want to look over each person background and all that. We had on here now. So you go out? Did you ever go out with this lady, Buddy, or you just eat at the restaurant she works at?
Tony, you ready to go private?
Yeah, I'm ready. About 2 hours. Yeah, we had long enough time on here. Everybody's saying hi to everybody here. Mm, yeah. All right. We're gonna end this live when you and Bud and you can stay right here if you like.
Good night, everybody. Good
Yeah.
morning, wherever you're at.
Good morning, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for coming tonight. Now I got to take these two witness protection guys who could show their faces, but they got to be, they got to keep it secret. See you later. See you later, Ken. Good night.
Good night, Ken. Good day, wherever you're at.